You're welcome once again to Excellent Simplified Tutorials, and today we are going to be talking about classification of amino acids. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about classification of amino acids. In our last video, we talked about the nature of amino acid. We also talked about the amino acids as building blocks of protein. So today we are going to classify amino acids. If you recall from our last video, we said that we have over 300 amino acids, but only 20 are the building blocks of proteins, and those 20 amino acids are called standard amino acids. We're going to classify them, and there are 5 main ways of classifying amino acids. The first one is based on their chemical nature in solution. The second one is the structure of the side chain of the amino acids. The third one is the nutritional requirements of amino acids. The fourth is the metabolic product of amino acids. And the fifth one is the nature or polarity of the side chain of the amino acids. So let's quickly look at the first one there. Classification of amino acid based on chemical nature of the amino acid in solution. So based on this, we are going to look at when the amino acid is dissolved in solution, what's the nature of that solution? Is it neutral? Is the solution acidic? Is the solution basic? So that's what we are going to look at. Now, based on the chemical nature of the amino acid in solution, we can divide amino acids into three: neutral amino acids, acidic amino acids, basic amino acids. So the first one, which is neutral amino acids, are monoamino monocarboxylic acids. Monoamino monocarboxylic acids, meaning they have just one amino group and one carboxylic acid group. And out of the 20 standard amino acids, 15 of them are neutral. 15 are neutral, and they are glycine, alanine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, serine, threonine, cysteine, methionine, proline, phenylalanine, thyroxine, tryptophan, asparagine, glutamine. These are the neutral amino acids. So when they are dissolved in solution, the solution is neither acidic nor basic. The solution is neutral. Now, the second classification based on this is the acidic amino acids. And the acidic amino acids are monoamino dicarboxylic acids, meaning they have one amino group and two carboxylic acid groups. And so when dissolved in solution, the solution is acidic. An example is aspartic acid and glutamic acid. These are acidic amino acids. The last in this category is the basic amino acids, and these are amino acids that when dissolved in solution, the solution is basic in nature. They are diamino monocarboxylic acids, meaning they have two amino group and one carboxylic acid group. Examples are lysine, arginine, histidine. Then the next classification is based on the chemical structure of the side chain. Remember, it is the side chain of the amino acid that differentiates one amino acid from the other. So based on their chemical structure, the chemical structure of the side chain, we can classify amino acids into aliphatic, hydroxy amino acids. That is those that the side chain is contains hydroxy group like threonine, serine, thyroxine. Those that their side chain contains sulfur like methionine and cysteine. Then the dicarboxylic acids and their amides like glutamic acid is a dicarboxylic acid, glutamine is its amide, aspartic acid is a dicarboxylic acid, asparagine is its amide. Now, diamino acids, these are basic amino acids like lysine, arginine, histidine. Then aromatic amino acids, those that contain aromatic benzene ring in the side chain like phenylalanine, thyroxine, tryptophan. Then amino acid. Now, out of the 20 standard amino acid, proline is an amino acid. It's not strictly an amino acid, but an amino acid. The next classification there is the nutritional basis. Based on the nutritional basis, we can classify amino acids into essential and non-essential. Now, essential amino acids are also called indispensable amino acids. They are those ones that our body cannot synthesize, and so it is essential that we get it in our meals, in our diet. Do you get? Those ones that we cannot synthesize in our body, and so we must get it in our meal. It is essential, it is basic, it is important that we get it in our meal. Those are essential amino acids. And out of the 20, 10 are 10 of the amino acids are essential, and they are, you can use this mnemonic PT Vitim Ho. PT Vitim Ho can help you to remember the essential amino acids, where P is phenylalanine, T is threonine, V is valine, T is tryptophan, I is isoleucine, M is methionine, H is histidine, A is arginine, L lysine, and L leucine. So those are the ones that our body cannot synthesize, and so must be gotten in the meals. Now, the non-essential or dispensable amino acids are those ones that our body can synthesize. It is not essential that we get it in our meals. It's not important that we get it in our meals because our body can actually synthesize them. An example of these are glycine, alanine, thyroxine, proline, cysteine, asparagine, aspartate, glutamate, glutamine, and serine. So if you know PT, Vitim, Ho as essential, the remaining 10 amino acids the are the non-essential amino acids. Now, based on the metabolic fate of amino acids, we can classify amino acids into gluconeogenic amino acids, ketogenic amino acids, and both. So that you call it gluconeogenic or you call it glucogenic amino acids. So glucogenic amino acids are those amino acids that can be converted into glucose. Those that can be converted into glucose are called glucogenic amino acids. And 14 out of the 20 standard amino acids are glucogenic, and they are glycine, alanine, proline, cysteine, asparagine, aspartate, glutamate, glutamine, threonine, serine, arginine, histidine, methionine. So those amino acids that, when metabolized, can be used to produce glucose are glucogenic. Now, ketogenic amino acids are those amino acids that can be converted to ketone bodies, and we have only two of them. Leucine and lysine are those amino acids that can be converted to ketone bodies. Ketone bodies, example of ketone body is acetone, acetoacetate. Those are some examples of ketone bodies. Now, both ketogenic and glucogenic, there are some amino acids that can be converted to both glucogenic and ketogenic. Now, that are both glucogenic and ketogenic, that is, they can be converted to both glucose and ketone bodies. And examples are tryptophan, isoleucine, thyroxine, and phenylalanine. Okay, so the last basis of classification is based on nature and polarity of side chain. So based on that, we can classify them into hydrophilic or polar amino acids and hydrophobic or non-polar amino acids. Now, the hydrophilic or polar amino acids, those ones that are the hydrophilic, hydro water, philic love, water loving, those ones that are water loving, those ones that can dissolve in water. Example: glutamine, asparagine, histidine, serine, threonine, thyroxine, and sometimes cysteine. So cysteine sometimes is classified as hydrophilic, and they form hydrogen bonds as protein donors or acceptors. Now, hydrophobic amino acids, hydro, water, phobic, fear. So fear of water, those ones that cannot dissolve in water are hydrophobic amino acids. Now, examples are glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, proline, phenylalanine, methionine, and cysteine. These are the ones that cannot dissolve in water. So these are some of the classifications of amino acids. Now, I think we are set to go. Well, let's look at some of these amino acids and their letter codes. Now, amino acid these are the 20 amino acids, and we have 3-letter codes and 1-letter code. So you can pause the video and you check out these 3-letter codes and 1-letter codes for the amino acid, which is very, very important. Test your knowledge. So list the classes of amino acids on the basis of solubility and polarity, and give 2 examples each. So we've already answered that in the classes. We can see that examples are hydrophilic or polar amino acids and hydrophobic or non-polar amino acids. So that's based on the polarity of side chain. Then examples are written here also. In our next video, we are going to talk about how we can sequence amino acids. So in our next video, we'll talk about amino acid sequencing based on the Sanger's degradation and the Edman degradation. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you very much. Let me know your comments on this. If you have any issue, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond to it. Thanks for listening.